Hello students, today we are going to read the poem The Laburnum Top. It has been written by Ted Hughes. Ted Hughes was born in West Yorkshire and educated in Cambridge. As a boy, Hughes spent a lot of time on shooting and fishing and developed an obsession with birds and animals, which is evident in the poem The Laburnum Top. So, let's see the summary of this poem. The introduction, we can say, the poem presents a reciprocating relationship between the laburnum tree and the goldfinch, a small bird with yellow feathers. She arrives in her nest to feed her young ones. The poem describes how a little bird awakens the quiet and sleepy laburnum tree and makes it alive. Now, let's read the poem stanza by stanza. Let's see the first stanza of the poem. The laburnum top is silent, quite still. In the afternoon, yellow September sunlight, a few leaves yellowing, all its seeds fallen. The laburnum top is silent. So, what is laburnum? It is a short height tree, a small tree with hanging branches. It has yellow flowers and poisonous seeds. So the top of laburnum tree is silent, quite still. It is still, that is calm, no movement is there. In the afternoon, yellow September sunlight. In this stanza, autumn season has been described. It is autumn season here, and the sunlight is falling on the tree. So the time is afternoon. So on a September afternoon, the top of the tree stands silent and still. The leaves of the tree have started turning yellow, and the seeds have already fallen. So, in this stanza, you can see the first line. The laburnum top is silent, quite still. And second line, in the afternoon, yellow September sunlight. September sunlight. S sound has been repeated here. So, which poetic device has been used here? You well know that it is alliteration. So, now let's see the second stanza of the poem. Till the goldfinch comes with a twitching chirrup, a suddenness, a startlement at a branch end, then sleek as a lizard and alert and abrupt, she enters the thickness, and a machine starts up of chitterings and of tremor of wings and trillings. The whole tree trembles and thrills. It is the engine of her family. She stokes it full, then flirts out to a branch end, showing her barred face identity mask. Till the goldfinch comes. What is a goldfinch? Goldfinch, it is a small singing bird with yellow feathers on wings or wings. So the silence of the tree is broken with the sudden arrival of the goldfinch. By that time, the tree was quite still, but when goldfinch comes there, only then that there is movement in the tree. The bird arrives at the end of the branch with a chirrup, with a chirping sound. A suddenness, so the goldfinch comes with a twitching chirrup. What is the meaning of twitching? Twitching means movement of a small body part. Any sort of movement. So this is called twitching. So the bird comes with a chirrup, a movement, a suddenness, a startlement What is the meaning of it comes suddenly? Startlement. What is the meaning of startlement? Amazement. We can say surprise. At a branch end, the bird arrives and sits at the end of the branch with a chirping sound. Then sleek as a lizard and alert and abrupt. In this line, the bird has been compared with the lizard. The poet has made a very beautiful use of the figure of speech, simile. So the bird has been compared with the lizard. The movement of the bird is like that of lizards. Sleek. What is the meaning of sleek? Smooth and glossy. And alert. It is quite alert to its surroundings. And abrupt. Abrupt means sudden, unexpected. So, as a lizard moves unexpectedly, suddenly, and it is sleek, smooth, and glossy. So, in the same way, the bird also moves suddenly, and it is quite alert to its surrounding, and abrupt, that is sudden, and it is sleek means smooth and glossy. She enters the thickness. She has been used, she refers to goldfinch, the bird. She enters the thickness, she enters the deep inside of the tree, and a machine starts up. So she abruptly enters the thickness of the branches just like a lizard. As she arrives, it seems as if a machine has started up. As the young ones of the goldfinch are filled with excitement and start creating noise on the arrival of their mother. How can we say that a machine starts up? Machine starts up of chitterings and of tremor of wings and trillings. What is the meaning of chittering? Singing sound of bird. And tremor of wings, tremor means shiver or shake. The tree starts shivering, shaking, and trillings. What is the meaning of trillings? Singing repeatedly. So the young ones, as they see their mother coming, so they start fluttering their wings and they start chirping, and so the tree also shakes. It appears that the tree is shaking, the tree is moving. So uh, the young ones start chirping and they start fluttering their wings. With their chirrups and movements, the whole tree comes alive and it trembles and thrills. The whole tree trembles and thrills. It starts shaking. It becomes it is the engine of our family. The tree is the engine of goldfinch finch family. Goldfinch की जो family है, the tree is the engine of that family. She stokes it full, then flirts out to a branch end, showing her barred face identity mask. It is the engine of her family. In this line also, the figure of speech is used. This is metaphor, because metaphor is disguised simile. The, when we use metaphor, the words like, as, these are not used. So in this line, it is the engine of our family. The tree is the engine of our family. Metaphor has been used because the poet does not say that the tree is like an engine. He presents tree as an engine itself. Like, as, these words are not used, but comparison is there. So hidden comparison is there, and this is called metaphor. So in this line, the poet has used metaphor. She stokes it full and then flirts out to a branch end. What is the meaning of stokes? Add fuel to the engine. So she feeds her young ones to their fill, to their full satisfaction, and then flirts out, and then she flies away, flirts out, she moves quickly to a branch end, towards the end of the branch, showing her barred face identity mask. And she shows her barred face. There are black lines. The bird is of yellow color, and there are black lines on its face which appear like bars. So she shows her barred face, which becomes her identity mask, so that her children, her young ones, may recognize her, and when any other bird comes there, they should not make noise. So she shows her barred face, which is like an identity mask for her recognition, and her children, her young ones, may recognize her, may recognize that their mother has come. So thus the tree is the engine of her family. She feeds the young ones, and after feeding them, she comes to a branch end slowly, and she shows her barred face, which is her identity mask, so that her young ones may recognize her. And when any other bird comes and any other bird comes there, they should not get confused, they should not make noise. So look at the last fourth line of this stanza. The whole tree trembles and thrills. Tree trembles and thrills. T sound has been repeated here, and so alliteration has been used in this line. Now look at the last stanza of the poem. Then with eerie, delicate whistle chirrup whisperings, she launches away towards the infinite, and the laburnum subsides to empty. Finally, with a whistling chirrup, she flies towards the infinite. Towards the infinite. Infinite here means the sky. She flies towards the vast sky, leaving the tree once again calm and quiet. And the tree once again becomes quiet. Launch with eerie, delicate whistle, chirrup, whisperings. Eerie means very strange. With a delicate, with a soft sound, soft whistling sound, she launches away, she flies away from there towards the infinite, and she goes towards the sky, and the laburnum subsides to empty, and the laburnum returns to be empty again, means the laburnum tree is once again calm and quiet after she flies from there. I hope that you have understood the poem, and have a good day.